live in person to see the concerts is so much better than online, but thank you for your patience. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I'm very excited about this fifth grade band. They are awesome. But before we get to them, I just want to say a couple things, a couple quick announcements. One, the Valmeyer Music Boosters. We had an awesome president for the last couple of years, Dana Hogue, and her daughter Ava is graduating this year. So we have a new president, Christy Mertz, and we are just seeking anyone who wants to be involved, even in the most casual way, even if you can never attend a meeting and you just want to be on the email chain so you can know how you can help. You can check the letter on the back of your program, and it will give you some information on how to get in contact with us. Also, if you took a Texas Roadhouse flyer, thank you, and please consider going to Texas Roadhouse in Arnold on May 1st for dinner. Bring this flyer with you and show it to your server, and 10% of your purchase goes back to our music program. And it's an excuse to eat at Texas Roadhouse. So. Finally, one thing, this scholarship was actually set up last Christmas. A lovely woman from New York, whose husband is a Valmeyer alum and has since passed away, she donated a bunch of instruments to us, very, very high quality, awesome instruments. And she also started a scholarship in her husband's name, the Ross Schneider Memorial Scholarship. And the scholarship is set up not for college attendees, it's set up for anyone at Valmeyer who is seeking instrumental music lessons. So if you have a child who's already taking private lessons, or you have a child who really wants to, even if they're in kindergarten, you can apply for this scholarship and just get some help with the funding, even if you feel like you don't really need it. It's there to be used, and we would love, love, love for someone to take advantage of it. So if you want more information on that, you can either talk to me after the concert or send me an email, and I will get you the information. But now, let's get started with the good stuff, the fifth grade band. The fifth grade band is always fun because they are the most enthusiastic group, because they haven't been beaten down by the stress of learning how to play an instrument just yet. And they have taken a lot of the challenges with grace and humor. It's been very fun to listen to them squeak and squawk and go, no. We have a lot of brass going on, so we've got a very nice loud band, a bunch of percussion, and a bass player back there. And then we also have a single clarinetist, who, by virtue of being a single clarinetist, has an involuntary solo in the song. So, just props right away to Riley Scatz for being awesome and being willing to take that solo because she has to. Here we go, Summer Thunder. 3 songs, and it's pretty easy to get those under control. This year, they are only playing 2 songs, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, I was absent a lot this year. I had an amazing sub, Mrs. Carrie Monsalvo, who was here tonight. But I was gone an awful lot, and so they didn't have quite as much time sometimes to get the things done that they needed. Also, I bought a really, really hard song for them to play and didn't quite realize how hard it was until we started playing it. It was one that we actually all looked at and agreed on. We listened to it and looked at the music and thought, yeah, that sounds awesome. And then they got it in their hands and they were like, what? And it's actually a harder piece than one of the pieces that the high schoolers are playing tonight. So if you have to stick around for that one, just know, Thor's Hammer, it's a good piece, but not as hard as this one. So, first they will be playing a lovely, slow piece called Twilight Smiling. It's very expressive and beautiful, and they work really hard at keeping their tone mellow and soft, which is very hard to do as a beginning instrument player. And then the second piece is the really, really difficult one called Shadows Unleashed, and it has a lot of tempo changes and exciting things happening and bizarre notes going on in it, weird accidentals, and they rock it. So I'm very excited for you to hear both. So without further ado, here's the junior high band. While we're transitioning over to choir, a couple more things I want to mention. One, a huge thank you to my teacher aide for junior high band and choir this year. You'll see her in just a moment accompanying on piano for the choir. But Ava Hope has been absolutely amazing as a teacher aide because she kind of just comes in and does what needs to be done, and I don't have to tell her to do anything. She's just awesome. And to boot, she actually made it possible for a student to join band this year who had never learned to play an instrument before because she kind of tutored them during class in a way that I would never have the time to during a big group class. And it's just amazing because the student has grown and matched the level of all of the other students in band who've been here the whole time. So I'm so grateful that Ava was here for that. It was a really godsend. It was awesome. So she's at the piano, ready to play the choir. And then last thing I want to mention tonight before we start here with choir is we had 10 students, 9 students, 10 entries, 9 students, 10 entries, go to solo and ensemble contest at Columbia Middle School not too long ago. Those students are, if you would either stand as you're sitting or raise your hand when I mention you, those students are Julia Mertz, Riley Stein, Grace Fortman, Drake Fortman, Parker Blanchard, Guy Tyrant, Aaron Lewis, Stanley Hare, and Henry Johnson. These 9 kids absolutely crushed it. Every single entry got a first division. So yeah, your kids rock, and if they didn't participate in solo and ensemble this year, please encourage them to do it next year because I think everybody had a really fun, nerve-wracking experience, and it just helps to prepare them for high school. It was just awesome. It was a great day for them. I was very proud. All right, we're moving on to choir. Our first piece tonight is called Poor Wayfaring Stranger, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of you have heard a version or two of it before. It's a very famous old folk song. The kids took to it right away. It was the first song we worked on this year. So way back in the fall, they started this one. So if they mess up, I'm not sure what's going on. But they're great. Here we go.
Stop.
Okay, this next piece is called Be Still, Nightingale. It's a beautiful piece taken from a poetic text and actually features some Latin that 5 of our soloists were brave enough to tackle, which is awesome because there is one part of Latin where when we sing it as a group, without fail, someone does it wrong every time. So the soloists safer with the soloists. And playing accompaniment for this song is the aforementioned awesome Mrs. Karen Mansell. She was my sub for both my surgery recoveries this year, and it was incredible because I felt like nothing was missed. Everybody kept learning and having fun while doing it. So thank you, Mrs. Mansell. The boys were also very eager to tell me that she thought that they were awesome. They were like, we know you don't, but I know, they really are awesome. I just like to give them trouble. So could we just recognize the bravery and awesomeness of those 5 soloists? It's hard enough to join a choir with 32 time and sing with your peers. I know. So that was Julia Murray, Parker Hanson, Sandra Cohen, Grace Portman, and Riley Stein. Such beautiful voices, and I'm so grateful they're willing to share them. Now we have 5 more soloists for you upcoming. We have, they're bickering. We have from the end there Emily Patterson, Raylan Brooks, One with Dream a Little Dream with Me, featuring Debussy's Claire de Lune, which is so beautiful and is going to be played beautifully by singer Eric Chapius.